Today we're headed up to the northwest corner of Clark County and we're going to check out the town that I grew up in. So, if you want a personal tour, then stick around, because today I'm showing you around my hometown, the city of La Center. And we're getting started right now. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Rick Anderson with eXp Realty, and this is the Southwest Washington Living Channel, where I go over everything about moving to and living in Southwest Washington and the beautiful Pacific Northwest. Thank you guys for checking out today's video. Do me a favor, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button, tap that notification bell so you know the next time I drop a new video. And if you guys are thinking about making that move to the beautiful Pacific Northwest and Southwest Washington here, go ahead, reach out, give me a call, text, email, send me a message. You can even schedule a Zoom call in the link down below in the description. I got your back when making the move to Southwest Washington. So, obviously today, I'm not filming in the studio on the green screen. I'm down here along the beautiful East Fork of the Lewis River, just outside of the city of La Center. You can probably hear some of the traffic. We're right by the bridge going into town. So if you guys want to come along with me, I'll give you a little tour of my hometown. Come on, let's go. La Center sits about 20 minutes north of Vancouver, and it's a short drive off the freeway at exit 16. As we come down the hill into town, you'll see people hanging out down on the river. Since this section of the Lewis River isn't very deep, it's a great spot for swimming, rafting, and kayaking. And you can launch here in La Center and float downstream to Paradise Point or paddle upstream to Daybreak Park. Coming up here, we've got the Sternwheeler sign welcoming you into town. The Sternwheeler theme that you see throughout the city is a throwback to La Center's early days when it was a terminal for riverboat traffic on the Lewis River. Behind it, we've also got the Sternwheeler Park, which has trails and an amphitheater where they hold concerts and movie nights during the summer. So here we've got Main Street La Center with a couple restaurants, couple gas stations, and a few bars, and pretty much other than that, if you blink, you're gonna miss it. So as we come past the La Center Marketplace here and we come down the hill, we've got the La Center Elementary School, which is going to be just up here on the right. You'll see the sign for it here in just a second. So over the recent past few years, all of the La Center School District schools have undergone remodeling, including a new middle school that just opened up this school year. And that is just down the road from here, probably about half a mile. As we come past the school, we've got Holly Park, which is up here up on the right. It's the main park here in town. It's got a playground, splash pad, skate park, baseball fields, basketball court, tennis courts, covered picnic shelter, and a paved walking trail that goes all the way around the park. And just here past the park, we've got the community library. This is one of my favorite buildings here in town. It was originally built, here it is, it was originally built on the site where the Center Marketplace is today, and it used to be the town hospital back in the days when La Center was a logging town, and it's rumored to be super haunted. I also have my own little ghost story about that place that I can tell you one-on-one. Here's the middle school, the new middle school that just opened up this year. All right, as we start getting into the neighborhoods here, you can see you got friendly people. This is the Holly Park neighborhood, and it's one of the newer neighborhoods here in La Center. It's a really good example of what you're going to see throughout La Center. Bigger homes, bigger lots. Over the years, La Center has been very adamant in the way that they do developing, that they still want to keep that small town feel. So that's why mostly when you drive through La Center, whether it's newer developments, older developments, that's what you're going to see is, generally speaking, bigger homes, bigger lots. And this is a really good example of that here. All right, we're going to start heading up the hill and go up into the Southview Heights neighborhood. So, in addition to the larger lots and the wider streets that you're going to find here in La Center, up in Southview Heights, you're going to get some pretty killer views of the river valley, sunrises, sunsets. It's actually kind of hard to believe this all used to be a dairy farm. This is probably what you would consider one of the older neighborhoods here in La Center. It was originally developed probably back in the early to mid 90s and finished construction right around the early 2000s. It is a nice neighborhood. You can see that even with its age, it's very well kept up. There's neighborhood parks, walking trails, so it's a great neighborhood for getting out, being active, and all in all, just raising your family. As we go north on Old Pacific Highway out of town, you can see that there's a good mix of rural properties out here. So, in fact, most of the area that's considered La Center, meaning that it's got a La Center address, but it's outside of the city limits, is going to be rural properties. In my opinion, this is one of the biggest points of attraction for La Center, is you can still live in a rural area while being close to the freeway, shopping, entertainment, good schools. So you can see on this map here, pretty much everything outside of the city limits, in that little gray area, that's all going to be rural. And here we've got the Riverside Estates neighborhood. This is one of the newest neighborhoods in La Center. It's also the first medium density development, which means smaller lots and more houses. So you can see here the lots are considerably smaller. The houses are still pretty good sized, but you're definitely missing out on the yards. They're also building a 144 unit apartment complex in here as well. It's still under construction, but all the lots have already been sold. But don't worry if you like this area, because just across the street, we've got the Highland Terrace neighborhood, which is a 95 lot neighborhood that's currently under development. And it sits on the hillside that overlooks the valley. I just drove through there the other day, and the upper lots, once they get those done, those are going to have some pretty killer views. So I was just looking at the plan for this development, and right here past this little skid steer, this spot right here, that's where the neighborhood park is going to be. Hey guys, thanks for riding with me today and checking out my hometown, the city of La Center here in Southwest Washington. If you liked what you saw and you want to make the move up here, go ahead, reach out, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. My information's down below. You know how to get a hold of me. You can even schedule a Zoom in the link in the description down below. And as always, don't forget, like, subscribe, tap that notification bell so you know the next time I drop a new video. And until next time, bye everybody.